Well, when you have a traumatic brain injury, even the more mild forms, chances are you're going to have an injury to specific parts of the brain. It's not the whole brain that necessarily gets affected. And those areas of the brain that we know are routinely damaged with traumatic brain injury include areas in the frontal lobes of the human brain, as well as the very front part of the temporal lobes. So the frontal lobes are right here, right behind your forehead. They rest over your eyes. And the anterior part of the temporal lobes is right here. And one of the reasons they get more injured is because of where they lie in the skull. It's just sharper. And if your brain turns in the skull just a little bit, it's going to cut those areas and damage them slightly. So even a mild brain injury can affect those. And even if you don't see gray matter, so the neurons injured per se, the fibers going to and from those areas in the brain can often be damaged in the case of a mild brain injury. So we know those areas are susceptible to injury. So it would make sense then we ought to learn a little bit about what those areas do in the brain. And one of the goals of my research over my career has been to try to better understand, in essence, what's represented in that part of the brain. If we can do that, if we can learn more about that, then we're going to be better able to assess it. And if we can assess it better, we can develop treatments. That's important. And we can, as important, inform the patient and family members about what to expect if there is a problem in real life. We can take what we learn in the laboratory and say, look, you're going to be in a restaurant or you're going for a job interview. Here's where problems might occur because of the kinds of impairments we've studied in you. This is what we see you might have some problems with. Here are maybe some ways to overcome that.